recommendation by an independent firm to raise rates to address the funding shortage and considering the ongoing increase in water rates that have resulted in some of the highest rates in the region, how do you plan to balance the city's financial needs with the burden on the residents? What alternative solutions or strategies would you propose to address this issue without further increasing rates?
That's, again, tied to the previous question. With the constant yearly water increase, that really began, you realize that after a few years, your water bill's doubling. You know, after a few years, it gets really, really high. And the thing to do about that is to find a place where that might be able to stop. Now, considering the fact that we're going to be putting in millions of dollars of new equipment, we are going to be looking for grants as much as we can, but some of it we're just going to have to be doing on a loan. And something that I'm really interested in investigating is I do not know the structure of the loan that we're going to get. I don't know if it's a simple interest loan or if it's a fixed interest loan. I know it's a low interest loan, but rather than possibly paying one payment a month, maybe we could pay 2 payments a month on our loan, but of a lesser amount that would equal the same, because if you do that, you can retire a loan quicker and at a much less cost and interest that you can to the population. And so as far as like these increases, I see them there. I'm not gonna lie, I see those increases in the foreseeable future. I think Nathan will also agree with me, there's not much of a way to pay for the structures that we're gonna need in this town without the water bill slightly going up a little bit all the time. And I know that's a real concern for a lot of people. It is for me too. Every time I look at my water bill, I'm like, how are 2 people using this much water? I wonder what on earth are we doing that could be using this much water? And so I understand that. It's really difficult. And so what we have to do is, through years ago, some of this stuff probably should have been addressed a long time ago, and it wasn't, because it's an unpopular thing. Nobody wants to hear, we're gonna increase your water, we're gonna charge you another fee. Nobody wants to hear that. And nobody wants to say that either. But unfortunately, where we are now, we are going to have to fix the structures we have, or we're going to have even more problems. And so it's just where we are. And so my intention is to try to make it as painless as possible and to get it over with as quickly as possible. So that way, hopefully, we can reduce rates in the future.
Okay, increasing rates.
So at this point, the city of Pana and myself have no interest in raising the rates of water anymore. The 6% that we have was something that was implemented a long time before I ever came around. I understand why it's there too. The 6% is an offset. It helps it helps offset inflation in our community. Now, the city of Pana's water fund is doing well. We have a 3% fund that's inside that water fund that is also doing well. And as we go ahead and we do these infrastructure projects and repair a lot of the water lines that we've been doing and continue on our plan to complete this project by 2029, maybe 2028, I'd like to look at eliminating the 6% water increase. I think at that point we'll be at a financially successful point where we can offset that cost with some strategic type of investing. Now, we can't go get grants to help offset it. We just have to make sure that we have enough water rate funding coming in that we can maintain these water lines. So all the major repairs and rebuilds that are going on right now that is self-fund will go away once the projects are complete and all of our water lines are new. So I don't see that 6% sticking around much, and if we can eliminate it, I'm all for it. The sooner the better.
Okay,